River here is subbing my embodiment class for me in December. So I'm going on a little retreat for myself in Northern California to Esalen, if anyone's heard of it. I'm really excited. So I'll be gone just for about like 4 days in the middle of December, and River's going to sub embodiment. And she did it once before and I got really good feedback. So please come. That's the 16th of December. So it's frequency is always the first Saturday. Embodiment is always the third Saturday of each month. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. And then just a heads up, this is really far in the future, but New Year's Day, I'm going to do a special class that will be New Year's Day. So not New Year's Eve, but New Year's Day night, 7 to 9 p.m. And it'll be similar to my embodiment class, yoga, breathwork, sound. So just a really great way to kind of start the new year. And that one will be $30, but it's not, you're not signing up through the local co-op, you're just Venmoing me. So if you want to come, you can Venmo me anytime and I'll put you down. Once I have 33, that's what I'm capping it at, then that will be it. So any questions? Shall we just do the practice? Okay. Okay, my friend, go ahead and find a comfortable seat if you're not already there. And even if you are already there, you might want to take a moment to kind of move, get some physical feedback, get your wiggles out, feel around. So take your time, but eventually just settle in very intentionally. So find stillness, your most comfortable seat. And for some of us, sitting is not super comfortable, but we can be here for a couple of minutes. So as you settle in, either close your eyes or if you prefer to keep your eyes open, see if you can soften your gaze, just lower your gaze. Rest your hands somewhere intentionally, maybe in your lap, palms face up for a little more openness, receptivity, palms face down for a little more grounding. Maybe hands to heart, or even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And with your eyes closed, just start to notice, even in stillness, see if you can notice what's moving around inside of you. See if you can notice your breath flowing through. Maybe little impulses here and there. See if you can notice, where are you holding tension in your physical body without even realizing it? Maybe through your face, your forehead, your jaw, your shoulders. And just by bringing in more awareness, noticing more, see if you can find a little more softness through your outer body, through your outer shell. And continue to feel into the length of your spine. So from the base all the way up to the crown of your head. And you might even visualize this line of energy flowing through you from crown all the way down. And then if you haven't already, start to bring more awareness and more attention to your breath. You can just feel into it. Or if you'd like, use your imagination and visualize it. Maybe visualize it in a color. So this first part of our practice, we're simply just tuning in, becoming more aware, becoming more present. And that's what makes this yoga. It's this extra awareness and attention. Next time you breathe in very intentionally, fill up as big as you can. See if maybe you can even sit up taller, take up more space, hold at the top. Maybe there's even a little extra sip you can take. And then when you're ready, open your mouth, great big sigh. Ah, very nice. Let's do that a couple more times. So inhale, fill up. Pause at the top. Keep holding your breath, but see if you can relax just a little bit around your held breath. Sip it in, that little bit extra. And then open your mouth, let it go. Ah, nice work. One more. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Maybe biggest inhale you've taken all weekend. And then imagine any stress, any anxiety, any heaviness you're holding. Big exhale, just breathe it out. Ah, sigh it out, let it go. Seal your lips now. Begin to drop into what we call ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. Start to create your own sound, that little whisper noise, that oceanic sound with your breath. It's a deep diaphragmatic breath. So you feel your belly expand, your ribs, your chest expand with each inhale. Each exhale, everything hugs back in, contracts. At the bottom of each exhale, see if you can feel what we call Uddiyana Bandha, that navel to spine lock. So your belly button just pulls back even for a split second. So maybe you stay right here a little longer or a lot longer. Maybe you want to stay in your seated meditation for the entire class. That's absolutely fine with me. So stay here as long as you'd like. Come back here at any time. You just need a moment to connect back with you. If you're ready to start moving, you guys know the drill. Come forward to hands and knees. Take your breath with you and just move intuitively. So anything that feels good in your body. Let go of what the people next to you are doing. Let go of what you think you're supposed to be doing and just feel. So maybe close your eyes, put your awareness in your spine. What can you find there? Put your awareness in your side bodies, right, then left. In your hands and even your fingers. Might feel nice to spread your fingers out really wide and spin them out to the sides of your mat or back towards your knees. Just kind of gently rock it out. Yeah. So feel around however you want to. Become a little more aware of what's going on in your body today. And then eventually, downward facing dog is our destination. So you can start your own transition back to down dog whenever you are ready. No hurry. Big, deep breaths. So as you move back into your down dog, friends, keep feeling around, keep exploring. Maybe give your head a little shake, a little nod, maybe pedal out your heels. Sometimes, personally, I think it feels really good to just bend both of my knees a lot. Yeah, nice, Kay. And then lift your hips really high, press them back. So how much length can you create from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones? Beautiful. So in your down dog, feel all that length from fingertips through your arms, through your side bodies, through your spinal column. Feel that connection to the center like there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up, tugging back. Awesome, Liz. Take one more great big inhale, my friends, into your down dog. And then as you exhale, look to the top of your space and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Hang out in your fold for a few rounds of breath. And for this first fold, I would recommend personally feet about hips width distance apart or maybe even wider. So give your hips and your pelvis plenty of space. You might bend your knees a little or even a lot, and then focus on lifting your butt as high as you can. So rather than rocking back into your heels and locking out your knees, it's Marchie, see if you can bring your weight slightly forward, more in your toes and the balls of your feet, and then use your core strength to lift your hips, lift your butt really high. Maybe you ragdoll it out. Maybe you bounce it out. Sway. Feel your big, deep breaths in your back body and all the way down the backs of your legs. So nice. Next time you inhale, let's find a halfway lift position. So spine nice and long, get all the rounding out of your back. So come up even higher. Exhale, squeeze here. Yeah, fold it in, let it go. So go ahead, fold. And then one more time like that, halfway lift. Stick your butt out, crown reaches forward. Yes, exhale and release. Good job. Let your arms and your head hang so heavy and then roll ever so slowly up to stand. So slow as you can go, one vertebra at a time, stack. The very, very, very top of your head lifts. After your head stacks, roll out your shoulders a few times, up, back, and down. So feel that mobility in your shoulders, and then eventually roll your shoulders back and down and just pause here. So your palms are open. You might widen your arms a little bit if that feels better for you. This is mountain pose, Tadasana. So close your eyes, and from the inside, feel your feet rooting down. Feel the crown of your head drawing up. Feel neutral spine and pelvis. Feel that opening, broadening through the front of your shoulders and your collarbones. Feel your breath flowing through every little space. Now, as you stand here with so much awareness, if there is an intention you would like to bring into your own practice today, go ahead and do so now. Focus in on that. So maybe it's something you want to embody in your practice. Maybe it's something you want to embody in your life. It could be one word. It could be a person you want to dedicate your practice to, send some energy, some good vibes to. So it doesn't have to make sense to anybody but you. Focus on that. Invite the feeling into your body. So is there any way you could feel into it? Take one more great big huge inhale. Just stay as you are. Fill up as big as you can. And then huge open mouth sigh and just send it out into the universe. Ah, good. Ujjayi breath. Arms reach up, stretch tall. As you exhale, take your slow dive down. So maybe a big bend in your knees as you dive. So butt sticks out, heart reaches forward, then fold. Nice job, Johnny. As you breathe in, halfway lift position, lengthen. Yes, you got it. Exhale. This time, plant your hands, step back to plank pose, top of a push-up. So give yourself a moment, spread your fingers wide, push the ground away, find your strength. See if you can rock forward and back, just little baby rocks. So forward onto your tippy toes, press down through your fingertips, and then rock it back. Next time you inhale, little rock forward, knees can come down to modify if you'd like. Exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga, hold, strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push back up. So nice. One more like that. Exhale, halfway down. Nice, Amber. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push up, high plank. And then slow motion all the way to your belly. Take your time. Nice job, friends. Find a baby cobra to begin. So stay low. Use the strength in your back body to lift your heart. So rather than using arm strength, use back strength. Now we're going to bring in so much awareness to what seems like a basic pose. Roll your shoulders back and down. Put your elbow tips straight back. And then with your hands, rather than pushing down, imagine you're trying to drag your body forward. So pull back energetically. Now press down through your pelvis. Press down through your shoelaces. Try to spread your toes and press your toenails down. See if you can feel a little tone in your belly. Draw your belly button in and up. Stay right here, or keep that tone in your belly. Keep pressing through your pelvis and shoelaces. Keep your shoulders down and back. Use your arm strength now. Lift a little higher. Nice work. Awesome, James. Exhale, release, and let it go. Give yourself one more back bend variation, this time your choice. So you can take that again. Maybe you want a Sphinx pose, Spider-Man Cobra. Eventually, nice, Andrea, back to downward facing dog. No hurry. Once you're back in your down dog, Ujjayi breath, about 5 rounds. So rather than popping up into your down dog and just tuning out, going somewhere else, see if you can move intentionally into your down dog and then feel how this pose feels in your body today. So yes, we've done this pose, most of us, hundreds of times before, maybe thousands of times before. But in this moment, how does it feel in your body? How can you adjust to be a little more efficient in your own body? Quick question from me to you. If you would like a hands-off practice, you would rather not get touched or physically adjusted today, I do not take it personal, but just give me one leg in the air as a signal. All right, thank you so much, my friends. Take 1 or 2 more big deep breaths into your down dog. If you want to lift the leg and then the other leg to explore, feel free. And last big inhale, push the ground away. Nice, Bobby. As you exhale, look to the top of your mat, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold. Once you have arrived, halfway lift, spinal extension, lengthen out. Yeah, so nice. Exhale, bow and fold. From the press of your feet, take it all the way to stand. Arms to the sky, big stretch. And hands to heart as you exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And today, it's your choice. Side body stretch towards the windows, any variation. So maybe right hand to right hip. Maybe you grab your left wrist with your right hand. Nice, Andrea. Keep your left shoulder plugged in. So turn your left shoulder back and down. And then work that length through your left side. Breathe into your left rib cage, your left waistline. Awesome, Mo. Nice, Chris. Take one more full round of breath and see if there's any more space you can find. So really rooting into your left foot firmly. Inhale back through center, both arms to the sky, re-extend, realign, and then other side with your exhale. So you do you, left hand, left hip, grab your right wrist, interlace fingers, yin-yang variation. Lengthening through your right side a lot. Nice, Andrea. Right shoulder is plugged in. It's back and down. Breathe into that space in between your right ribs. Breathe into the space in your right waistline. See if you can create more space just by breathing bigger than you thought you could. One last round. So nice. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades squeeze your spine. You guys know how I like to do this one. So if you tend to lock out your elbows like I am doing right now, bend your elbows instead. Press your palms together like they're suction cup. Now imagine your elbows are magnetized. Squeeze them as close as you can. See if you can keep that as you reach your hands back. Maybe add a little back bend. So lift and puff up through your chest. Hug in with your inner thighs, gently press your hips forward. Take one more big, huge in-breath, fill up. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, exhale all the way down into your fold. Yes, nice, Makai. Hang out in your forward fold with your fingers interlaced for a couple more rounds. So work the opening in the front of your shoulders. See if you can bring your weight a little more forward. Lift your butt higher. Lift your knuckles higher. Maybe you've got a big, huge bend in your knees. That's absolutely fine. Take one more big inhale. Good work. Nice, Talia. Exhale, hands to low back. Release your clasp nice and easy. You can let your arms dangle. Shake them out a little bit if you want to. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Take your vinyasa in your own way. So you can add a couple of push-ups if you want. You can skip it all together. You can take it on your knees. You can take lots of big deep breaths in your heart opener. So take your time. Eventually see you back in down dog. All right, Ujjayi breath. Next inhalation, right leg to the sky. So go ahead and if you want, you can open your hip or roll out your ankle or kind of explore through your right leg. But eventually, in your next couple of breaths or so, everybody finds square hips. So for square hips, inner thighs face each other, right hip faces down and slightly back. Most likely, you won't be able to lift your right leg quite as high. Don't worry about height. Go for length, strength, and power. Yes. So make your right leg so strong. Make your right foot so active. See if you can squeeze through the front of your right thigh. Feel your quad engage. Take one more big inhale. You guys look so good. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, round your spine. Stay here as you breathe in. Lift your back, tippy toes, push the ground away. Nice, Victoria. And then exhale as soft as you can. Step forward, low lunge. Take your time to rise up into your crescent lunge. If you feel like modifying and you'd rather take a warrior one stance, I hardly ever teach warrior one. So If you've missed it, now would be your time to take it. Front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. And yes, you want to find your widest stance. So you want to use your flexibility to step nice and wide, but then rather than sinking deeper, now find stability. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. You feel your femur bones plug into the hip sockets. Nice, Logan. See if you can feel a little tone in your belly, navel to spine, protecting your low back, supporting your low back. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Feel your slow, deep breaths. Maybe even come back to your intention. Is there a way you can embody it here? Take one more inhale. As you exhale, turbo twist towards the windows. Left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Back knee bends to a hover, or you can bring your back knee gently to the ground behind you. Good. So twist from your center. Broaden through your shoulders. Keep your weight nice and centered so you're not reaching forward right now. Imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward. And then if you want more of a balance challenge, gaze back over your right hand behind you. Take one more big deep breath. And inhale, come back to crescent lunge. So face forward, reach up. Option to extend your front leg, straighten both legs if you want to. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Root into your right foot now. Float your back leg to the sky, standing splits. So left leg lifts super high. I don't care if super high for you is 2 inches away from the ground. Nice, Chrissy. Hug in with your right inner thigh. So try not to sink into your outer right hip and use to strengthen your core. If you would like, feel free to play maybe right arm behind right leg, maybe little handstand hops. We'll do Shiva squats in just a moment, so you might save those. Take just a couple more breaths. See if you can spread your left toes, make your left foot really active. One more inhale, awesome, Mary Jo. As you exhale, Shiva squat, left knee tucks into the back of your right knee, both knees bend, get small. Inhale, re-extend, get long, left leg high. You can hop if you want. Exhale, Shiva squat once again. Get small all the way to empty. Balancing on your right foot. Inhale, re-extend, or handstand hop if you want it. And then this time as you exhale, just step your left foot down next to right, forward fold. You can give your right leg a little shake out if you want. And then listen, bring your big toes together. Little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. If this doesn't work for your knees, you can stay in your forward fold. Otherwise, butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. And you can choose to work your heels down. That'll work ankle flexibility. Or lift your heels up high. That'll work strength. You might wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a great big squeeze. Yeah. So feel your breath in your back body especially. Take one more round. As you exhale, get as small, as compact as possible. Inhale, halfway lift, heels down, spine long. You can widen your stance if you prefer. Exhale, fold and release. Now listen, chair pose, bend your knees, weight in your heels, sit your butt back and lift your heart. So heart lifts, belly tones. As you sit back, draw your belly button back towards your spine. Weight is in your heels for now, my friends. So see if you can pick up your toes and spread them apart. Good. See if you can soften your face. You're using so much strength. Can you find a little bit of softness or sweetness? One more inhale. As you exhale, the only thing that changes at first is your arms. Swing your arms back behind you. Option to float up to your tippy toes. Lift your heels super high. Now you have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can get lower. Bend your knees more. Amazing. Whole class just got lower. Nice, CC. One more round. Maybe you stay on your tiptoes. Awesome, Paul. All the way up into your high mountain as tall as you can grow. Maybe you stay on your tiptoes as you slowly dive down into your fold. It's an exaggeration of what you want to feel every time you dive. Butt reaching back, heart going forward. Weight slightly forward in your feet. Halfway lift with your heels on the ground as you breathe in. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa in your own way, however you would like. See you back in downward facing dog. Big deep breath. So reconnect to your ujjayi. All right, friends, from dog pose, left leg to the sky. And then go ahead, other left leg. Go ahead, and if you want to, open your hip, roll out your ankle, circle your knee, anything you want. And then eventually, square off your hips on this side. So I don't care about height. Length, strength, and power. Nice river. Awesome. So if I came over to you and tried, so spiral in, yeah, and tried to press your left leg down, nothing would happen. It wouldn't move. There's so much strength there. Yeah, take one more big inhale. Lift from your center. And as you exhale, left knee to your nose, scoop out your belly. Stay here, breathe in, push the ground away, round your spine, lift your waistline. Step forward as soft as possible, low lunge, and take your time to rise up either to crescent or if you feel warrior one, fine with me. Nice, Candace. So find your widest stance using your flexibility, but then rather than sinking, stabilize. Find what we call the integrity of the posture, the structure. So you've got this strong structure in your legs, your strong foundation, and then your upper body, you're building your own expression, feel into it. So you don't have to change anything physically or do anything physically, but embody in your pose how you want it to feel. Maybe you spread your fingers wide, maybe you soften your fingers, be intentional. One more inhale. Exhale, turbo twist towards the left wall. Right arm goes forward, left arm swings back. Notice if you're leaning or reaching forward. Try to keep your weight nice and centered. Your back knee is bending and hovering. If you want to modify, back knee can always come down. Broaden through your shoulders. Twist from your center. So breathe all the way down to your belly and use that to ring out. One more round. You might gaze back over your left hand. Make it a little more intense or balance challenge. Inhale, come back. Crescent lunge, reach up. Option to straighten both legs if you want to. Powerful legs, and then exhale, hands come down. Root into your front foot. Standing splits, right leg high. So it's fine if your hips open here. Nice, Liz. But try not to sink into your outer left hip. So hug in with your left inner thigh. Relax your neck. Maybe right arm, or excuse me, maybe left arm behind left leg. Handstand hops if you want, or any other variation, any other way you want to play. If you're holding, right leg is strong, right foot is super active. Take one more great big in-breath, lift, lengthen. Exhale, right knee behind your left knee, Shiva squat. Inhale, re-extend, handstand hop if you want. Exhale, right knee behind left, tuck it in, get small. Good, inhale, get long. And then this time, forward fold, top of your space, right foot comes down. You might give your left leg a little shake. Good job, friends. Bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. And then find your tiny little potato bug ball. If you want to, instead, you can turn this into a toe stand this time. So the only thing that you'll change, hug in with your inner heels, inner knees, inner thighs, point your knees straight forward, and then bring your hands to your heart. So you're balancing on your tiptoes, lengthening through your spine, connecting to your center. That's what helps you balance. Wherever you're at, soft face, deep breaths, focused and alert, yet calm and relaxed. Can you hold all of that at the same time? Take one more round. Next, inhale, nice, James. Heels down, spine long, halfway lift. Adjust your stance if you want. Widen your stance if you'd like. And then exhale, fold, let it go. Chair pose, bend your knees, weight in your heels, lift your heart. Inhale. We'll go straight into it. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So hinge forward, reach back. Well, you're already hinging forward. Maybe float to tiptoes. And then if you'd like, stay on your tiptoes, high mountain all the way up. Super strong through your feet and your ankles. Exhale, slowly dive. You might stay on your tiptoes. Be playful. Amazing. Nice, Bobby. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Vinyasa, however you would like. See you back in downward facing dog. Let's see if she wants her mat. All right, so give yourself a moment back in your down dog and just breathe. Just feel whatever there is to feel. If you'd rather have a child's pose, you can child's pose it out. We're gonna move through that entire sequence now. One breath, one movement. And it doesn't mean we speed through it as fast as we can just to get it over with. Or we will move slowly and intentionally with our slow, intentional breaths. So if at any time you're like, she's doing so slow, see if you can breathe bigger, breathe deeper, breathe slower, and even transition slowly with awareness. If at any time you need to take a little break or you want to do your own thing, of course, that is always fine with me. So please always honor what you are feeling in your body first. If you're coming with me, downward facing dog. Great big inhale into your down dog. Fill up, push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Breathe out. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Reach up and stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, here we go, my friends. Inhale, reach, high mountain. Side body stretch towards the windows. Exhale. Inhale through center. You can always switch it up, make it your own. Exhale, other side, all the way to emptiness. Back to center, breathe in. Now listen. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms, navel to spine as you curl open. Re-extend, realign, reach up, breathe in. And then exhale, dive down. Nice and easy, forward fold. Nice, Johnny. Halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower. Nice, Mikkel. Inhale, grow into your heart opener. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, Candace. Right leg high. Breathe in. Lots of strength and length. Exhale, softly step through. Low lunge. Nice, Chris. Crescent lunge. Breathe in and rise. As you exhale, turbo twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Back knee bends. Inhale, back to crescent. Achana straighten both legs. Reach high. Exhale, hands to the earth. Standing splits. Inhale, left leg high. Just one Shiva squat. Exhale, left knee tucks in the back of right. So good. Inhale, get long. Re-extend. And then listen, straight into your tiny little potato bug ball. Step your left foot down next to right and get small. Yes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Bend your knees, weight in your heels. Lift your heart, reach up. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Swing your arms back, maybe float to your tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like. High mountain all the way up, so tall. Maybe stay on tiptoes as you dive down into your fold. Nice, Mary Jo. Heels on the ground. Breathe in and lengthen. Nice, Makai. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep that exhale going as you lower. Thanks, Eric. Lift your heart, shoulders down and back. Inhale, feel it. Don't just move through it. Exhale, down dog. Nice, Judy. Left leg high, stretch and lengthen. Now, so softly, step your left foot through like you're stepping over something. Nice, Margie. Inhale, slow rise. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back, bend your back knee to a hover. So good. Come back to the center, arms to the sky, maybe both legs extend. And exhale, hands to the earth. Standing splits, right leg floats high. Yes. Exhale, just one Shiva squat. Right knee tucks in the back of left. Inhale, re-extend, handstand hop if you want it. And exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Get small, empty out. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. You guys are doing so good. Chair pose, bend your knees, weight in your heels, lift your heart. And exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Float to tiptoes if you want. Stay on tiptoes, high mountain as tall as you can grow. And maybe you stay on your tiptoes. This will be your last time on your tiptoes, diving down, all the way down as you exhale, forward fold. Amazing. Nice, Victoria. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa. End up either in down dog or give yourself a moment in child's pose. We'll move through that entire flow once more. And this time, I'm going to add in a few little variations. I'm going to stop you. We'll pause in some places and add some slightly more exciting poses. So just like always, stay present. Listen to my cues. Take what works and leave the rest behind. Let your big, deep breaths guide your movement. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. Great big inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Rise all the way up. Arms reach, stretch tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, last round, here we go. Inhale, high mountain. Side body stretch, change it up if you want, over to your right. Exhale, through center as you breathe in, realign. Other side, exhale all the way to emptiness. Inhale, center. Baby back bend, exhale, navel to spine as you curl open. Inhale, realign, re-extend. Slow dive all the way down as you breathe out. Lift halfway as you breathe in. And plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. You can always skip it if you'd rather. Heart lifts, inhale. Nice aerial hips lift, exhale. All right, friends, listen carefully. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Stand, hold, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Inhale, nice, Michelle, back up, three-legged down dog, lengthen. Right to right, so get as high as you can on your right arm. Yes, inhale, back up. And then everybody, exhale, knee to your nose, step through ever so softly, low lunge. Rise up as you inhale, crescent lunge, strong legs. Exhale, turbo twist, left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends to a hover. Inhale, back to crescent. Option to straighten your front leg. Squeeze your front thigh. Exhale, bring your hands down. Standing splits. Inhale. Pause in your standing splits and hold, or open up to balancing half moon. So option to bring your right hand to a block or keep it on the ground. Feel your hips open. Left hip stacks on top of right. Yes. Heart is open. Hips are open. Shoulders are open. Squeeze through your outer right butt cheek to let your hips open more. Take one last big inhale. Now listen, exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, nice and easy. Left foot comes down next to right. Get small. Inhale, get long, halfway lift, realign. And fold, exhale. Listen, rise all the way up this time. Arms to the sky as you inhale. Pause here. You're going to lift your left knee for standing staff. So balance on your right foot, left knee lifts. And then we're sitting back into eagle legs. So bend your right knee and cross your legs. Maybe even wrap your toes around your calf if you can get that. I can't get it. So if you can't get it, you're like me, just keep your toes active. Sit back, squeeze your inner thighs, elongate your spine. So navel to spine, lift your heart. Take one more inhale. Exhale, left arm under, right arm over. Wrap your arms together if that's too much. Give yourself a big hug. Keep sitting down deeply. Keep breathing deeply. Squeeze your inner thighs. Soften your face. Yes, 2 more rounds in your eagle pose. Amazing. See if you can lift your elbows up and away from your chest. Now listen, next time you inhale, standing staff, unwind your arms, unwind your legs, lift your left knee or extend your left leg. Exhale, set your left foot down, even out your weight, and take your dive down, forward fold. Nice work. Woo, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, or skip it if you'd rather. Heart lifts, breathe in, nice Bobby. Hips lift, breathe out. Ah. All right, use your breath. Inhale, left leg high. Hold here if you want. Otherwise, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Get as close as you can. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up, lengthen, stretch. And then left to left, as high as you can get on your left arm. Awesome, Margaret. Inhale, back up, lengthen. And then everybody, last one, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step forward softly. You're almost there. Crescent lunge, breathe in and rise. As you exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends, all the way to emptiness. Back to crescent, option to extend your legs. So press down into your feet. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot roots down, right leg floats up. You've got standing splits. Stay in standing splits and play there, or open it up, half moon. So outside of your left butt cheek, your medial glute is what you want to squeeze. That'll help open your hips. Nice, John. Strong through your back foot like you're stomping it on an invisible wall. Yes. Heart open, hips open, shoulders open. Wherever you're at, one more inhale. See if there's any more length you can find. Exhale, nice and easy. Tiny little potato bug. Give yourself a hug or a squeeze. Get small. Inhale, get long. Realign. Halfway lift. Hold. Exhale. Rise all the way up once again. High mountain. Pause. Float your right knee up this time. Standing staff. So find your balance, find your breath. Inhale. Exhale, first eagle leg. So right on top of left, sit back into that one-legged chair. Maybe your toes wrap around your calf. Otherwise, just keep them active. Spine long. Connect to center, navel to spine. One more inhale here, and then eagle arms right underneath left. Wrap your arms or give yourself a hug, or you can even just press both palms and press both forearms together. Sit low, squeeze your legs. Gaze right through your arms, focus. Slow, deep breaths, couple more. So good, everybody. Nice, Natalia. Next time you inhale, standing steps. So see if you can come out slowly, reach up, lift your right knee or extend your right leg, and then set your right foot down, even out your weight, and take your dive down. You're amazing. Forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Now listen, pause in your plank. This is your last big push. Come down, well, not for the entire class, but for now. Come down to your forearms, forearm plank. So take a moment in forearm plank, find your shoulder strength, find your connection to center. So your elbows are no wider than shoulders, forearms are parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, or for less intensity, make a tripod. Now imagine there's a rope attached to your belly button and it starts to pull straight up towards the ceiling. Walk your toes in and lift your hips as high as they will go. Come into your dolphin pose. Don't let your elbows drift apart. Don't let your head touch the ground. Keep pressing down through your forearms. You can stay where you are at, or if you want to, you can play. You can lift one leg. You're fine. And then if you want, go ahead, James. You can even hop. Yeah, you never have to arrive anywhere. It's in. Last couple breaths, playing or just breathing. So good. Nice job. And everybody, let it all go. Child's pose. So sit back and rest. Give your shoulders a moment. So might even feel nice to take embryo with your arms reaching back. To grab your heels or just palms facing up, hands resting. So almost as if we're coming back to the very beginning of our practice, when all we were doing was sitting and breathing and noticing. Do that again right now. Feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. So all that energy inside of you, whatever thoughts might be coming and going. And just feel your big, spacious breaths. You might come back to your own personal intention. Take about 2 more just grounding, restorative breaths here. And then as you are ready, my friends, find your way back to downward facing dog. All right, Ujjayi breath. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Open up your right hip. So everyone this time, open up your right hip and feel your right hip stacking on top of left. Feel that opening in the front of your hip. Take one more big inhale. Maybe you can lift your right knee just a tiny bit higher. Exhale, right knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, and then step forward ever so softly. This time, warrior 2. Pivot your back heel down, cartwheel your arms up. So back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Front toes face directly forward. Your weight is nice and centered. Shoulders stacked over hips. Slow, deep breaths. Feel your front knee tracking open towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing in towards your big toe. So really wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach back. So lengthen through your right side. If there's a variation you'd like to take, go for it. So maybe you grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Maybe you reach your left arm behind your back and forward. So breathing into all that space in your right side. See if you can lift your right rib cage further away from your right hip. Inhale. Exhale, come back through your warrior two, move into side angle. So reach forward like you're trying to touch the front wall, reach, reach, reach. And then just your arms have to change. Right arm towards the ground. Nice Logan, left arm towards the sky. Good, K. So as you tip, don't let your heart close. Don't let your hips close. Keep them open. If you would like to, left arm might reach forward, bicep next to ear, or maybe half or full bind is in your practice and that's where you want to go. If that is where you choose to go, make sure your heart can stay open. Yes. Last couple rounds. Love the different variations. So good, everyone. With your next inhale, let's come back to warrior two. Straighten out your front leg. Parallel your feet. All of your toes face the long edge of your mat now. Yeah. Arms to the sky. Inhale. Listen. Hands behind your back as you exhale, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Maybe press your palms together like they're suction cupped and squeeze your elbows closer. If you can, reach your hands back, lift your heart up, puff up your chest. Take one more in-breath. Keep your clasp, lead with your heart, hinge at your hips, dive down. So as you dive down, you're gonna notice you have to engage your core to work this pose without your hands on the ground. So with your hands behind your back, can you really feel that connection to your center? Bend your knees a lot if needed. Weight slightly forward and focus on lifting your butt. Maybe lift your knuckles higher and work that opening in the front of your shoulders. Yes, so good. Take about 2 more breaths. If it's too much for you to have your hands clasped at any time, you can let that part go. Nice work, friends. Take one more inhale. If you still have your clasp, exhale, hands to low back, then release. Let your arms come down. Fingertips to the ground and just crawl your hands to the top of your space. Rotate your toes forward. Step your back foot forward. You'll be in a forward fold. Find a halfway lift. Take an extra breath or two here, really lengthening, realigning, feeling into all that space in your upper body, maybe even working to lengthen your legs as well. One more inhale. And then exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat. You'll be in a plank. Pause in your plank, side plank. Right hand is your foundation. Roll onto the baby toe edge of right foot. Left arm to the sky. If you would prefer to bring your right knee down or your right forearm down, fine with me. Awesome, Laura. Lift your hips so high. That'll take some weight out of your wrist and your shoulder. Yes, maybe left arm towards the front wall, like a big, huge side body stretch in your left side. Maybe your left leg floats up. Maybe we even want to turn it into a wild thing. Step your left toes down behind you. Wherever you have gone with this, one more big deep breath. And plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top. Nice, Amber. Find your strength. Slowly lower. Like we did at the very beginning of our practice, stay low, baby cobra. And then this time, float your hands up, reach your hands back, float your feet up, reach your toes back, locust pose. Option, if you would like to interlace your fingers and then use your great big huge fist to lift you up higher, reach it back, lift your heart wherever you are at, my friends, hug in with your inner thighs. See if you can find more strength in your mid and your upper back. Breathe down into your belly. One more inhale. Lift, 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 float, float, float. Yay! Let it go. You can rest your head to either side. You can kind of shimmy or rock your hips from side to side. You might even windshield wiper your shins. So a few deep breaths. And then however you'd like to make the transition, downward facing dog. Back in your dog pose. Walk it up. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Try not to move anything else as you peel your left hip open. So your left knee bends, just like your left hip is a hinge on a door, your left leg is the door. Let it swing open. Active through your left foot. I like to imagine I'm squeezing an invisible rolled up washcloth behind my left knee, trying to wring it out. Take one more big inhale, maybe lift a little higher. Flex your toes, active foot, nice. Candace, exhale. Left knee to your nose, so scoop out your belly. Awesome, Talia. Step forward softly. Warrior 2 stance. So pivot your back heel down. Windmill your arms up. Settle in. So your back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Your front toes are facing forward. If it feels like your front knee is collapsing inward, how can you get that to shift? Wrap your left butt cheek underneath your body and track your knee towards your pinky toe. Heart is open, hips are open, shoulders are open. Next inhalation, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach up and back. So keep that deep bend in your front knee. Keep wrapping your left butt cheek underneath you. And then lengthen into your left side. Lift your left rib cage up away from your left hip and breathe into that space. Variations are welcome. Last couple deep breaths. Send your breath all the way down into your legs and your feet. Next time you inhale through warrior 2 into side angle. So reach, then tip it over. Yes, heart is open, hips are open, shoulders are open. So nothing has to collapse or close as you move into side angle. Anywhere you want to go. Maybe your left elbow is on your left thigh. Maybe your right arm reaches forward, half or full. Nice ribs. So wherever you're at, make sure your breath is right there with you. And soften around your pose. One last round. Good job. Good, everyone. Next inhale from the press of your feet. Take it back up. Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Parallel your feet. So all of your toes face the right long edge of your mat now. Arms to the sky. Inhale. This time, exhale all the way down anywhere you'd like to go in your wide-legged fold or from your wide-legged fold. About 5 to 7 breaths. And rather than going somewhere else in your mind, I know it's tempting, it's our default. Stay here, stay in your body. Notice, feel, hold whatever's inside of you with your loving awareness. That's all we're doing here. Sensation, pulsation. Notice your thoughts as they come and go without judgment, but simply observation. Take 1 or 2 more breaths. If you're working somewhere, start to wrap it up. Fingertips to the ground if they're not already. And then crawl your hands to the top of your space and rotate your toes to the top of your, or towards the top of your space. Step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, hang out for a moment in your halfway lift. So nice and long through your spine. And everybody, just for fun, bend your knees a lot. Stick your butt out more if you can. So like you're trying to make your butt really big and stick it out towards the back wall. Now bring your arms into goalpost arms. So your palms are facing the ground. Now imagine you're trying to press your arms up. At the same time, you're trying to press your chest down. Feel your back muscles get stronger. Now, see if you can keep that. Start to straighten your legs by lifting your butt up and pressing the tops of your thighs back. You don't have to get your legs all the way straight. Don't let your spine round. Take one more inhale. Everything's so long. Exhale, let it go. Ah. Let's take a regular halfway lift. Inhale. And then this time, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank, pause, side plank, left hand this time is your foundation. You can turn it into modified if you want. You can come down to your forearm if you want. So listen to your body, lift your hips super, super high. Maybe right arm forward. Maybe right leg floats up. Maybe even a wild thing variation. So you do you. One more full round. Feel into your fullest expression. End of your exhale. Nice, CC. Come back. Plank or modify. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Push the ground away. Slowly lower to your belly all the way down, just like we did before. Baby cobra to begin. And then into locust pose. So arms reach back. Lift your legs. Reach your feet back. This time only if you want to. Options are to either interlace your fingers or take full floor bow. So for full floor bow, bend your knees, grab hold of ankles or feet, and try your very best to hug in with your inner thighs. Try to flex your toes or spread your toes. Lift from your mid and your upper back, so use the strength there. So good. Take one more big, huge inhale all the way down into your belly. Yes, and release. Ah, let it go. Turn your head to either side. Give your hips that little rock or windshield wiper shins. And then let's say in your next 3 to 5 breaths. So take your time. And however you would like to get there, downward facing dog. Big deep breaths, walk it out in your down dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Set your body down gently. So if you know that this pose works better for you on your back or in a seat, of course, you are more than welcome to take it there instead. Otherwise, find the structure, the integrity, and then start to settle in breath by breath. I'm gonna light a little Palo Santo. Is anybody in here sensitive to smoke? Okay. All right, my friends, so just use your breath. Notice where are you tensing up without even realizing it. And breathe into those spaces. See if you can soften. Soft face, soft jaw. What would it feel like if you could soften your heart space? So you can get curious about that, front, back, sides. Just notice what comes, notice what goes, and let it. Take about 5 more rounds. Invitation. Last big, huge exhale. Fill up, or excuse me, inhale. Fill up as big as you can. Take a moment to pause in that fullness. Maybe visualize your breath. Send it down into your hips. And then open your mouth, big sigh. However you would like to make your transition back to down dog. Start finding your way back. So you might take it back to a 3-legged dog. Maybe you want to take a vinyasa. Maybe you want to flip your dog. Anything goes. If you're on your back and you know you want to take pigeon on your back on your left side, you'd rather wait for us there, please feel free. Once you're back in down dog, friends, just walk it out for a moment. All right, inhale, left leg high. And then left shin to the top of your space. Come down gently. Same as you did on the other side. Give yourself just as much time, care, awareness to set yourself up on this side. Breath by breath, just soften. So, a reminder, we don't come into these poses and hold them forever to get more anxious and more anticipatory of when we can get out of the pose. We hold the poses so that our bodies have time to relax. So at first, when we come into pigeon, it's kind of like, oh, there's some tightness there. Breath by breath, soften around your hard edges. So intentionally taking big, deep breaths, signaling to your body, it's okay. I know you're uncomfortable, but you're safe. You can relax. You can let go. So when a yoga instructor says, listen to your body, I know a lot of us, we think, I don't know how to listen to my body. I need somebody to tell me what I'm supposed to do. And that's okay. But the more we give ourselves these moments of actually slowing down enough to feel, slowing down enough to listen, then our body starts to tell us more. We start to form a relationship with sensations inside of us, with emotions inside of us. We start to actually listen to our bodies. So if when somebody says, listen to your body, you're like, I have no idea how to do that. That's okay. But get curious. Use your breath. Use your awareness. Take about 3 or 4 more rounds on this side. Invitation, last big, huge inhale. Fill up as big as you can. Take a moment, pause, take an extra little sip, send it all the way down into your hips. And then open your mouth and release. Once again, however you would like to get there. Downward facing dog, one last time. So This would be your last time to take a vinyasa, last chance to take a vinyasa, I should say. If you'd rather end up in a child's pose, skip the down dog, fine with me. If you're already on your back, want to wait there, fine with me. Once you're back in your down dog, just walk it out. Feel into all that length, all that space you have created. Breathe into all that space. Wherever you are at, my friends, one more great big huge breath. And then however you'd like to find your way, all the way down onto your back. Once you're on your back, just draw your knees in and find a gentle rock from side to side. You can face whichever direction you feel so inclined. Just rock it out. Give your low back a nice little massage. And then keep your right knee drawn in and either set your left foot on the ground with your knee bent or extend your left leg straight forward. Set it on the ground. And then extend your right leg up towards the sky. Grab hold behind your right thigh. Flex your toes and press up through your heel. If you need to bend your knee, that's fine. So straighten your leg as much as you can without pulling on your low back, without rounding your back. And press through your heel, flex your toes. For now, if your left leg is extended, let it rest down, but keep your left toes facing straight up like there's a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. Yeah, so for a moment, breathe into the length here. Imagine you're trying to pull your right hip down as you press your right heel up. You can absolutely choose to stay here and get this awesome stretch for your right hamstring. Or if you'd like, you can add a little bit of core. So lift your upper body and hover your left leg about 6 to 12 inches above the ground. Crawl your hands further up your right leg and draw your belly button down. Try to press your low back down. As you lift higher, keep pressing down through your low back, drawing navel to spine. Hover left leg. Try not to strain through your face or your neck. Big, deep breaths. Yes, keep your right foot active. Nice, Andrea. Take one more huge round wherever you're at. And let it go. Bend your right knee and give your right knee a big hug up towards your right armpit. Yeah, so in and up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Big Buddha belly breath. And then turn it into a half happy baby. So right leg and happy baby. Imagine that heavy sandbag on your left thigh. And try as much as possible to neutralize your spine. You're pulling down with your arm strength. Your elbow is inside your knee. And as you pull down with your arm strength, press up through your heel, flex your toes. Take one more round. And then release your right leg, either a full body stretch, arms long, legs long, or you can just take both legs out in front of you, kind of gently shake them out. You might even hug your knees in, rock it out, or give yourself a squeeze. And then eventually, other side. So left leg extends up, right foot on the ground with knee bent, or right leg extends forward. First, get the stretch for your hamstring. So not getting into the core just yet. Left heel presses up. Left hip roots down. Flex back through your toes. Yes, and imagine that heavy sandbag on top of your right thigh. You can choose to stay here and just get this awesome stretch for your right leg. Or if you want to, you can bring in a little bit of core. So if you're ready, lift your upper body, hover your right leg. No, not Shavasana yet. Hover your right leg, draw your belly down. Good job, you guys. So low belly drawn down, belly button to spine, pull it down. Good, good, good. Lift, lift, lift. Try not to strain through your face. One more round, maybe lift higher, maybe extend your leg even more. And then let it all go. Bend your left knee. hug your left knee. Not yet, guys. Hug your left knee up towards your armpit. Squeeze it. Big deep breath down into your belly. And then half happy baby with your left leg. After a few rounds and your half happy baby, turn it into a full happy baby. You can't grab your foot, that's okay. Grab your ankle, shin, back of thigh. Any of those will work. Your happy baby, you might rock it out. You might extend one or both legs. You might bring your legs together, kind of more of a plow. Whatever you'd like to do in your happy baby. And then if there are any other positions, any other stretches, any other poses you'd like to take to complete your practice for you today, give yourself a few rounds to move through those. So let's say about 10 breaths. And then everybody start your transition into your final relaxation. If you're ready to go into your Shavasana right now, perfectly fine with me. So this is a little poem. It's written by Hannah Rowe. It's called Same. I still have not figured out how to keep my shower floor clean, or make morning smoothies, or respond to stress calmly. Same, my friends tell me. A love note of sorts. Maybe the world doesn't need us to cut down on carbs or make more money or waste less time. Maybe instead, it needs us to reach those who feel alone in their messy homes or difficult relationships or unresolved issues, to impress less and connect more, to share one simple message: same. I still have not figured out how to keep my shower floor clean or make my morning smoothies or respond to stress calmly. Same, my friends tell me. A love note of sorts. Maybe the world doesn't need us to cut down on carbs or make more money or waste less time. Maybe instead it needs us to reach those who feel alone in their messy homes or difficult relationships or unresolved issues, to impress less and connect more, to share one simple message: same. So I like to remember that we are all human and we all have our own lives. We all have our own stuff going on. But at our very core, we are all the same. We all want the same thing. We all want to feel the same thing. And I love showing up in this space where we feel connected to each other without even having to talk, without even having to conversate. So in these last few moments, as you lay here in this space in community, just remember that you are not alone in what you are going through, ever. There is always somebody that can relate to you, that feels the same as you. So these last few moments, see if you can just truly give yourself permission to feel whatever it is you feel, whether it's good, bad, comfortable, uncomfortable. Just let it have space to be felt, to be held, and to flow through. And let the sounds of the bowls, the frequencies, assist in that flow, in that movement, this movement of energy. Shavasana. A great big deep breath in. Feel everything there is to feel inside of you. And exhale. Let it go. And start to bring gentle movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers, toes. Or you'd like to wake yourself up, and then eventually just start to find your way onto either side, fetal position for one last moment. And as you come back, or as you come into a fetal position, just resting on your side, you might come back to your intention that you set at the beginning of practice, and in some way just visualize it using your imagination. Visualize it seeping in, soaking in, absorbing into you, to your being. I like to imagine little pieces of stardust just twinkling in, disappearing inside of me. Use the strength in your arms to find your way up into seated meditation, right back where we began our practice. So as you come into your seat, notice how you feel. Notice if anything has shifted. Close your eyes and gather your hands to your heart. We will close this practice symbolically all together with one great big collective Om. So Om is known as the vibration of the universe, the sound that existed before anything else was here, the sound from which everything was born. So it's a way that we connect back to that place, to where we came from, to all the creatures, the cosmos, connect back to really just universal consciousness. So let your voice come through and just feel it as it comes through. Feel what it feels like. Don't worry so much about how it sounds. So start by exhaling, emptying out, clear your throat if you need to. And breathe in your voice. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me guide you. Namaste. So good. All right, friends. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. You're so welcome. I'll be here Tuesday morning, the rest of the week as well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. First, ask Ruby. If she doesn't know, then maybe I will.